all my life, I have had chronic health conditions. So that drove me into the role of being a child life specialist, because if I didn't grow up in hospitals when I was a kid, I would never have known about the profession. And then throughout my life, I experienced the loss of my father when I was in 6th grade. And that was a really big moment for me, because I was one of those kids where my family didn't necessarily tell me everything that was coming on, but I distinctly remember that I have a journal and I wrote, I don't know why, but I think my dad is dead and that I'm never gonna see him again. My name is Heather Eppelheimer. I am a certified child life specialist with the Memorial Hermann Pediatric Hospice team. Well, every day is a little bit different. Since it's a pediatric home hospice job, I have the privilege of being able to go and serve patients as well as their brothers and sisters and any other kids in the home. Some of my main focuses for patients that are on our services is just providing play, normalization, explaining any of their medical treatments that are going on with them. But one of the things that I really have like a big heart and a big passion for is grief and bereavement work. So previously I did a lot of work with perinatal and infant loss and really fell in love with working with the palliative care team for those patients and those children. So this is really my true dream job of getting to work with kids, because bereavement and grief work and hospice work isn't for everybody. There's a lot of fear around talking about death and dying with kids. But the thing about kids that I always try and tell parents and talk with other people about is kids are super smart. Even if they're off playing with their iPad or doing something with their friends, if mom and dad are having a very quiet conversation with the nurse, or if mom and dad are sad, they're picking up on those things. Those little ears are always listening. And so often kids are already thinking about the worst and they're already thinking about death and dying. So for us to kind of plant seeds with families to bring up those conversations and help kind of guide them through the journey is a really important thing. And the way that I can relate that from my personal experience just makes me really passionate about really encouraging and kind of helping plant seeds for parents to have those difficult conversations, or even for me to have those difficult conversations with kids. Personally, from hospice, I think you kind of realize like how short life is. We talk a lot about legacy and memory making, and there's lots of tangible things that we can do for families, especially in pediatrics. We can make heartbeat recordings, we can make ink print pendants and thumbprint trees and make all these tangible things. But in my own personal life, I think of my own legacy and what I want to put out into the universe and what I want people to remember me by. And a lot of that is not necessarily the tangible things. It's going out and having experiences and telling funny stories and taking that picture even if I don't feel like camera ready that day, because I just want to capture those things and have them there for other people. And I think working in hospice also just makes you so grateful. The little stuff that can be a nuisance, it really just puts everything in perspective. I'll go home and I'll think like, oh, I have a headache, but it's like, like not a big deal. It makes you take things less for granted. Finding a way to honor the patients is a really beautiful thing for me. So every year I try and make like a different beaded keychain or necklace or something that I can have. And I'll usually have beads of the initials of the patients that I worked with, and then maybe 3 beads that mean something special for the patients. So I can find a way to still honor these families and children that I have had relationships with. And I find that a really good self-care for me and a way for me to reflect on, oh, here are all these people that have allowed me to be a part of some of the hardest parts of their life. And what an honor and a joy and a beautiful way to remember some of these kids.